Recently, the members of the Indian team for the Olympiad were announced, and India, being the host nation, gets two teams in the open section and two teams in the women's section. So let's have a look at what the team configurations are and what can we expect from Team India in this Olympiad that is going to happen in Chennai from the 28th of July to 10th of August. So here's our A team, the first team of India. We have Vidit Gujarati with a rating of 2723 on the top board. We then have Hari Krishna 2705, Arjun Erigesi 2675, SL Narayanan 2662, K Sashikiran 2651. Now these are the 5 players who will play for the Indian A team. It need not be in this order. For example, Vidit might play on board 1, or even Hari Krishna may go on board 1. That will be decided, but these 5 players will play for India A. The average rating of this team is 2683, and the average age of this team is 29 years of age. You might be wondering as to how this team selection was done. Well, 1st of May rating list, classical FIDE rating was taken into consideration, but it was not just 1st of May, it was also March, April and May. All these 3 months were averaged out, and whoever had the first top 5 Indians who had the highest rating were selected. Now Vishy Anand is not playing at this Olympiad, so Vidit will be the highest rated player. Moving on to the second team, this team is very exciting because it is filled with youngsters. We have Nihal Sarin 2646, Gukesh 2659. Gukesh could have very well made it to the first team, but he gained a lot of rating in the last month. So his average was lower than the top 5 players of India. Adiban, whose rating has fallen down quite a bit, but the average of the 3 months has made him into the third team. Adiban, in the second team on the third board. Pragnananda 2642 and Raunak Sadhwani 2619. So now this team, if you look at it, has an average rating of 2636, and the average age of this team is just 19 years of age. That's how young this team is. Maybe this could be the youngest team in the entire Olympiad, and very exciting team as well. You have these 4 youngsters, Nihal, Gukesh, Pragnananda, Raunak, and you have Adiban, who's like the beast and very aggressive player in the team who brings in the experience. Let's have a look at the women's team. We have the women's A team, which has become extremely strong because Humpy is playing 2586, Harika 2517, we have Vaishali 2409, Tanya Sachdev 2399 and Bhakti Kulkarni 2370. The average rating of this team is 2456. Very powerful team. In fact, the inclusion of Vaishali in the team makes it even better. I think this is the first time that Vaishali will play for Indian team in the over the board Olympiad, and she already scored her second GM norm recently. She's reached a rating of 2430. So she's definitely one to look out for. Moving to the B team for India, we have again quite a young team here. On top, 1st and 5th board, we have Vantika Agrawal and Divya Deshmukh. These are, Vantika is 2371, Divya on your right is 2313. We then have experience in the form of Soumya Swaminathan, Mary Ann Gomes and Padmini Raut. The average rating of this team is 2348. This is India's B team, and it's said that India could get one more team if the number of entries are odd. So we may see another 5 players get a chance in the open section and another 5 in women. If that happens, that would be really great. We have 4 coaches for the teams. For the A team, we have Srinath Narayanan, who's also the trainer of Arjun Erigesi, and Arjun is in the top team. So Srinath there will be the coach and the captain of the team. We have Ramesh, who will be the coach of the young team and also Ramesh has trained with Pragnananda before, so that would be interesting. We then have Abhijit Kunte, who is the trainer of the women's team. He was also the trainer when the team won the silver medal at World Team Championship in 2021. So that would be a very nice continuation. And we have the coach of the B team, Swapnil Dhopade, who is also experienced and has been a trainer of the Indian team on several occasions. And the mentor of all the teams is Vishy Anand. And in fact, there's a training camp that will start from tomorrow, 7th to 17th May. And Anand and Gelfand are going to train the Indian team. So that's really very cool. Let me show you something interesting. How would our teams compare to other teams? That's a question on minds of many people. So what I did was, I put both the teams here, one above the other. And on the left, we have the teams of the 2018 Olympiad. So if you look at the average rating of our teams, as I mentioned, team A is 2683, team B is 2636. USA in 2018 Olympiad had an average rating of 2772. That is quite a high one, and in fact it would go even higher this time, I think, because Caruana would be there, Wesley, Nakamura, and then there would be Dominguez and Aronian. So the US team would be actually kind of unbeatable at the top. Russia might not even get a chance to play this time, so maybe they might miss it because of all the war related issues that are happening. China had an average rating of 2756 with Ding Lijian, Yu Yangyi, Wei Yi, Bu Jiangji, Li Chao. So these are our players will have to face this tough team from China. Maybe there could be some changes, maybe one of those players or two of the players might be replaced by someone else. You had in Azerbaijan, you had Mamedyarov, Rajabov, Naidich, Mamedov, Safarli. And Indian team in 2018 was way stronger than what it is right now, because its average rating was 2724, and that had a lot to do with Anand being in the team with 2771, and also Hari's rating was significantly higher. In fact, almost on all the boards this time, Indian players are lower rated than last time. So here we have Vishy Anand, Hari, Vidit, Adiban and Shashi Kiran. So three players are same from the team last year, Vidit, Hari and Shashi, while Arjun and SL Narayanan are different. Ukrainian team with Ivanchuk, Elyanov, Krivoruchko, Ponomaryov, Korobov. There was French team, now it will be stronger with the inclusion of Ali Reza as well. There is Armenia, England. In fact, our team's rating average through the current one, we would be 10th seeds in this tournament, and the B team would be somewhere around 15th seeds over here. So the Olympiad is definitely a very, very strong event, and the Indian team will have a very, very tough time. Like, just imagine that if you had to face USA. So Vidit versus Caruana, Wesley versus Hari, Nakamura versus Arjun. It could change a lot, but Dominguez versus Narayanan, Shashi Kiran, and they would have Aronian. So basically 4 players only play. One of the players is rested, so there would be 4 boards. While for our young B squad, almost many of the top teams would be way higher than their rating, but it would be such a great exposure to all these players. Let's go to the women's teams and try to understand how does our team fare over there. In the women's section, if you see, the Indian team with a rating average of 2456, the A team, would be seeded almost same as last year. If you see, Hampi, Harika both were there. There was also Tanya, but this time Vaishali has been added, and Bhakti is playing instead of Padmini and Isha. So that's how our A squad is, and I think the A squad with the inclusion of Vaishali makes the team even more strong than before. Uh, so if you look at the Russian team over there, they had Koschenyuk, Goryachkina, Gunina, Pogonina, and Giria. I don't know if the Russian team would play, but Ukrainian team, Anna Muzichuk, Maria Muzichuk, Anna Ushenina, Zukova, Osmak. Then there was China, who had actually won last year. Zhu Wenjun, Shen Yang, Huang Kuyan, Li Tingyi, and Zai Mo was the team. And then there was Nana Zagnidze, Javakashvili for Georgia, Batsiashvili, Khotenashvili, and Meria Rabidze. So these are the teams, and our A team would be fifth seeds. Our B team would be seeded somewhere around yes, around 13th seeds in the as per the last year's section. So that's how things are for the Indian teams. Let me know in the comment section as to what do you think, how will Team India fare in both the open and women sections, both teams A and B, and what are your hopes from the Indian teams. I'm very excited. I'm also very excited for both the teams, but especially for the India B team, which is very young and talented with all these youngsters. You never know how they would perform. And as Anand said, sometimes in crucial rounds, India A plays against India B, and that is a bit of a problem, but we'll see how things pan out. For now, this is Sagar Shah signing off. Bye bye.